Hi guys, how are you? This is Daniel. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Today has been a very busy day for me because we are, as I mentioned in an earlier video, we're moving to China in a few weeks. So we've been packing and we've been doing all the things you need to do when you're going through the process of moving. But amidst all the packing, I actually found something that made me very happy. I found my old webcam, not an old webcam, but my webcam. A few months ago, a year or two back, I did some videos on YouTube, some comedy videos and something like that, and I edited some movies and did did some stuff with that. And back then, I actually bought a quite expensive camera, a webcam with full HD 1080p functions and all that. So I found it today. It's been missing ever since we moved in here. So it's been a real pleasure to use that again and to see the kind of difference that the quality in your videos actually has or have when you use it. And it's amazing. Can you see the difference? Can you see it? No? Oh, that's because I haven't turned on the on yet. Let me just see here. Yeah, can you see now? Much better, isn't it? It's amazing. I was just so overwhelmed when I saw the difference. I had completely forgotten how the difference was when you actually own an HD camera and use that instead of just the built-in that comes with your laptop. So it's amazing. It's wonderful. And actually, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore because in the webcam there is an HD stereo microphone. So it's amazing. I hope you can hear the difference too. I'm just so excited because now I can create videos in the quality that I actually like to see myself. So wonderful. This is the quality that all my videos are going to be in from now on. But to move on to today's subject, today I want to talk about the law of attraction. I don't know if you've ever come across the law of attraction before or if you've heard about it. But the law of attraction is, to put it basically, it's a name that someone has put on a phenomenon, like like gravity. Gravity exists. No one invented it, but someone discovered it and gave it a name. And whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, it still implies in your life, because either some believe that the law of attraction works outside of yourself. That if you send a message outwards to the universe or to something else, then you are going to receive something from it. Either you believe this or not, then it still affects how you live your life and what how you react to certain things in your life. For example, if you want something, if you want to achieve a goal, if you want to get something, if you want to have something, then it's not it can't be done unless you already have it in your mind. If you say to yourself, I'll never get it, I'll never reach it, I'll never get there, then it won't happen. So you have to attract it inside your mind. You have to have it inside your mind before you can have it in real life. Anyone who doesn't have it, they give up, or they turn themselves inside themselves so they actually have it. You can't have anything if you don't have it inside of yourself. And this is basically the law of attraction. I've known about the law of attraction since I saw The Secret, the movie called The Secret, and it's a great movie. It's very inspirational. It's very motivating. I think I've seen it 6 or 7 times, and it is extremely great. I don't know if I actually agree with everything in the movie, but I so agree with the general idea that you have to attract what you want. You have to think positive. If you want to have an income, you have to create the income inside your mind. You have to see the income. You have to build the income inside your mind. You have to attract the opportunities in that way that you will actually see the opportunities when they arise, and you have to act on them. If you don't have the image in your mind, like what I talked about, the images in our minds I talked about in yesterday's video, if you don't see it inside your mind, then there's a really big risk that it won't happen. So it is so great to have it inside your have an image of success inside your mind, have the feeling that you want to, where you want to be. And I haven't experienced it in a great way yet, because if you have limiting beliefs, if you have blockages inside your mind, then it kind of acts upon the attraction that you're going to do. And in my life right now, I'm not going to lie. I have some limiting beliefs. I have something that tells me maybe I'm not worth it. Maybe I don't know what to do when I have to create an income, or something like that. And I haven't removed all of that yet. So when I try to attract an income, then I also fight it inside myself. But I have tried it on a few occasions where I actually didn't know I couldn't do something, and then I just attracted it into my life. I didn't know how it happened, but it happened. And I want to show you something. Now I actually can show you, because you are on my webcam, which I can lift now. And the thing I'm going to talk about is my computer, my laptop. And it may sound weird because it's what does a laptop have to do with it? But the thing is, I have a very expensive laptop. I have a very high quality and high standard laptop. It is one of the best laptops I've seen. It's actually the best laptop I've seen in real life. It tops a Mac, the usual Mac that you see, and it is great. It is an Asus G75 model, and it is an amazing laptop. And I'm going to show it to you here, where you can actually see the laptop. It's here, and you can see that it has all of this bling where you can turn up the the lights, and I have a picture of it on my you can see it up there. That's actually a picture of the laptop on my desktop. It comes with it as standard. But this is my laptop, and there was no way whatsoever in any circumstance that I could ever afford a laptop like this. But from the first time I saw one of these models, it was a less expensive model. It was a smaller model I saw in a store in. It's kind of like a Walmart that we have, a Danish kind of Walmart, and I saw it in there, and I said to my wife, "This is my new laptop." I didn't know how I was going to get it. I didn't know how it would happen. I didn't even think it was possible. I didn't even believe in it, but it happened. I said to my wife, "This is my new laptop." I said it jokingly, and then I was looking at it. I was trying the mouse pad, and I was trying to get a feel of it, and I've always been a computer geek. I built my first stationary computer when I was 12 or something like that. So this is one of my big dreams, because normally I didn't have the money to get the great quality laptop. So I've always had second hands or pass downs from someone who bought a new one, or buying used. This is actually my first new computer ever. So and it cost, usually I spend maybe what's in the most I've spent on a computer is 5,000 crowns. It's $800 or something. That's the most I spent, and this is my previous computer I spent this on, and it was more than double what I've paid for a computer previously. So it was a big step for me that time. But this cost nearly $3,000. This computer. I had no savings. I had no way to get it. But 2 months after I said to my wife, "This is the laptop I'm going to get. This is my new laptop." 2 months after, I had it, and it happened in such a way. There's no way that it isn't the law of attraction that got it for me, because I was in the store, and I saw it, and I said, "This is my new laptop." I thought about it, and I went to the internet to look at pictures and to read the specifications and all that. And 2 months after, I was in a summer house, we call it in Denmark, a house by the beach that you rent for a week or so, and we went there, 2 couples. We went there, and then I jokingly showed my friends the laptop and said, I want this laptop. I had almost forgotten about it at that point, but then I saw it, and then I spent I think a couple of hours just looking at it, finding the right submodel, and just imagining what it would be like to have that computer, because at that time I had a stationary computer. So my wife and my friend and my friend's wife, they had all their laptops with them in the in the house in that week, and I had to borrow my friend's older laptop, which couldn't do anything. So I just thought it would be nice to have a laptop first of all, and it would be great to have this laptop. So I just, the whole evening I imagined what it would be like, and by the time I went to bed, I actually felt like, oh, when I go up, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to have it, because I've spent so much time just feeling the feelings of having this. And I think maybe I even dreamed about it. I can't remember, but when I woke up next day, I didn't have the computer there. But by midday or something, we took a road trip. We drove to the nearest town, and then my friend said, "Oh, I have to look at something in this store right here." And then I went in. It was a computer store which also deals with hardware and sells music, CDs, and Blu-ray movies and stuff like that. And a guy came over to me and said, it was one of the persons who worked there. He asked if he could help me, and I said, yes, if you can get me the SSG G75, then I'll be more than happy to let you help me. And then he said, well, let's find out. And then he went over to his desk, and it happened. I walked out of that store. I didn't have the computer because they didn't have it in stock. They had to order it home. But 5 days later, I had the laptop. 2 months ago, I didn't even know about the laptop. I jokingly said, this is my next laptop. I didn't believe it. Yesterday, I thought about it. I imagined how it would be. There was no possible way of me to get it. But the very next week, I had it in my hands. I still have it now, several months later, and it has been more than I could ever dream of. It's the perfect laptop for me. It's an amazing piece of equipment, and I use it so much, and I can use it to make these 1080p full HD movies now, and it is just amazing. But it was so amazing to see that it was actually possible to get something without knowing how it would happen. And I have no doubt that this was the law of attraction working for me. You can make the law of attraction work for you by doing the same thing, focusing on what you want, enjoying the feelings of having it, even though you don't have it now. Completely forget anything that tells you it can't happen. I had so many things, so many voices in my head telling me this can't happen, that I didn't even listen to them. I said, of course it can happen, but there's no harm in enjoying the feelings like I'm having it now. And I actually sat there feeling on the cheap laptop I was using, and said, and just imagined that it was this computer, and it was one of the best feelings I've ever had. But because I didn't believe I could get it so much that I didn't even notice the counter feelings there, then it just worked for me. And if you can learn to do that, to just forget about everything that says you can't do it, then there's no way that you can fail. If you just imagine it, if you feel it, feel all the positive feelings around it, imagine that you have it, know how it would be like to have it. There's actually an extremely interesting story about Jim Carrey, the actor Jim Carrey. I think I told about him before, where he does the same. He did the same thing before he was a celebrity, before he was well known. Then when he was feeling stuck and he was feeling like he was in a rut, he would go to the top of a hill, and he would look over the city and just imagine people offering him acting jobs. Imagine people giving him the pay he wanted. And when he drove home from those trips, he actually felt like he already had it. He felt like he ordered it, but it just hadn't arrived yet. And he wrote a check for him for $10 million, I think. and he dated it for Thanksgiving Day, 3 years in the future, and 3 years later, around Thanksgiving, he got $10 million for the movie Dumb and Dumber. And it's so amazing. Law of attraction really works. Either you believe it works outside of you or just inside of you, it works. So go read more about it. I'm going to put some links down below where you can actually, go and read some more about it. And I'm also going to put some links in the description where you can find some information, and you can find some products or softwares or something to help you remove the limiting beliefs that is holding your attraction back. So this is me for today. Thank you for listening. Subscribe if you want to follow me, and I assure you will be learning a lot, and you'll be seeing a lot, and you'll be glad, because I'm going to share some gold for you. It's great, it's amazing. I'm more pumped up than ever. I'm excited. I've been adding new pages to my website, Freedom for Everyone, freedom and the number 4 everyone.com. Go check it out, go read about it. It's amazing. It's great to be a part of Big Idea Mastermind. Big Idea Mastermind is an income opportunity. If you don't know about it, go check the top link in my description. It's the most amazing, the most sincere and honest way to make a living on the internet. Go check it out, and thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.